Olá, pessoal! Tudo bem? Que bom que vocês estão por aqui, porque, como vocês bem sabem, o Cambly continua com um super trial lesson de graça para vocês.
Oba!
E quem até hoje em dia não fez isso, eu não entendo. Se eu pudesse, daria um puxão de orelha enorme, porque tem professores nativos de língua inglesa 24 horas por dia. Então,
Oba!
assim, não pode de manhã, mas pode à tarde? Tem gente. Não pode à tarde, mas pode à noite? Tem gente. Não pode à noite, mas pode de madrugada? Tem gente. Então,
Oba!
vambora, né? Vai lá no Cambly.com ou no aplicativo do Cambly. Se inscreve e lá em menu, em minutos grátis, você coloca o nosso código Inglês no Cru Podcast para ganhar uma free trial, um free lesson, do jeito que você quiser falar. Tá bom? Então é isso. Pode ter alguma coisa a mais?
No, go to Cambly, talk to native speakers. Let's get on with the show.
Okidoki.
Hello. Hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Cru Rádio. My name is Foster. I'm an English teacher. At least I try to be. And of course, I am here with the one, the only, the beautiful, talented
Alexia. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Alexia, how are you today?
I'm doing well as well. Woohoo!
Awesome. Okay, so this week on the show, we are talking about technology, attention, the attention economy, distraction, all of these things that I love to just nerd out about. And I wanted to start this conversation. Well, first, just a quick note. This conversation began from a question from one of our students, Bruno. So if you did not listen to yesterday's episode, that's probably a good place to start. Okay?
Yeah. Just go to the last episode, press play, and then you come back here.
Exactly. Okay, so just to give a little bit of background, a little bit of context, I have been thinking about and talking about this stuff with Alexia and other people for, I don't know, what would you say? 3 or 4 years?
5 years. Yeah, I would say 4.
Okay, so sometime in the past 4 years ago-ish, I started to recognize, okay, I think I have a problem with my phone. Like, I think I'm spending way too much time on my phone. I was starting to recognize, like, my attention span was not very good. Like, it was much more difficult for me to read for long periods of time, to retain information. So I got really interested in this idea of kind of technological addiction and distraction and these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was always talking about it. It had to be very annoying for Alexia.
Yes.
Because I was just like, hey, Alexia, I just read this book, like 10 reasons to delete all of your social media.
Yes.
While Alexia's like working on social media to grow our business.
Yes.
So I really apologize for being annoying and thank you for your patience.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's true. And then this week, I think, Netflix just released a new documentary film, I don't know, called The Social Dilemma.
Yes. So Netflix, The Social Dilemma.
A
It's
dilemma.
a documentary.
It's not dilemma, dilemma.
Dilemma, yes. So this is a documentary created by all of the people that I've been talking about for the last 4 years. The subject is the exact topic that I've been talking about. And I was very surprised, a little bit confused, when Alexia said, hey, Foster, there's this awesome new documentary on Netflix called The Social Dilemma. You're really going to like it. And I watched it. I did like it, but I was thinking, this is what I've been talking about for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, first question, Alexia, why did this film resonate with you? And how did it achieve something that I've been trying to do for 5 years?
First of all, it wasn't like someone on my ears talking about it 24 hours per day. It was a thing that I decided to watch on Netflix.
Okay, fair
Um,
point.
and the second thing, to be honest, is that the social dilemma. Let me see what's that about because maybe Foster will like it. It was like that. And then I pressed play. Once I saw those people and I realized, okay, those are real people and they had incredible jobs and they left those jobs for a reason. And they are talking about many, many things that, I mean, I knew about it, but it's not that I never ever thought about it. It's that, I mean, they make it real, and they talk about it in a way that we can understand how it affects our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very fair. First, just to kind of explain what the documentary is about, most of the documentary features people that work in the tech industry. A lot of these people were like senior executives and technologists at Google and Facebook.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's not only tech industry, it's like the queens and kings of tech industry.
exactly, it's the big boys
Yeah.
and girls, mostly boys in the tech industry. That's for a different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But all of these people, the main argument is, hey, we created these technologies and they are bad for you. They are out of control and they are changing society, they are changing individuals, and we need to do something about it. And they do a really good job of explaining what the different problems are, what potential solutions are, and just kind of giving the big picture. So I think it makes a lot more sense than me just telling Alexia, like, hey, stop looking at your phone.
Yeah, exactly. And I made my dad watch it as well. And in a different time than me, him all by himself, so he could understand a little bit more what we talk about when we say like, oh, that Google is only showing you this because of your profile. And he couldn't understand that until he saw this documentary. It made sense for him as well.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a lot of really complicated things about technology, even technologies that we think are simple and we understand. Like Google is an extremely complicated business and it's not exactly what you think it is. It's not just a search box that gives you the right answers. It's much more complicated.
Yeah. And one thing that I've been seeing on TikTok as well is there is a challenge. I don't know the name of the challenge, but it's like when you want for example, if I would want you to buy me a new phone, for example, Foster, and we were together in the same apartment, okay? And then you went to take a shower and you left your phone in the living room with me. And then I grab your phone and I just talk to your phone without unlocking it or anything like that. And I just say, new phone, iPhone 11, iPhone da da da, iPhone. So this would start appearing for you on your ads, Google search, and etc.
Yeah, absolutely. They are always watching, manipulating, trying to influence you. Okay, so just to set the scene a little bit, in the social dilemma, we have a few main characters. And probably the most important character is a guy named Tristan Harris.
You love him?
Yes,
You would
Tristan
leave
Harris.
me for him, that's for sure.
I would not leave you for anyone, but he is kind of my man crush.
Good answer.
So Tristan, he used to work for Google.
Gmail.
And yeah, he worked on Gmail. He was a part of a Stanford graduating class that worked on persuasive technology.
And he worked
And
on the ethics part of Gmail.
yeah, the ethical
Yeah.
part. Yeah. Yeah, and he has really kind of become not the loudest voice, but one of the most important voices talking about how this technology is affecting us as individuals and how it is affecting society more generally.
Yeah.
And Tristan created an organization called the Center for Humane Technology, which sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's a really good organization. And they have developed a lot of cool ideas. For example, they have the idea of time well spent. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just spending time in a way that
Makes sense.
you actually, that fits with your values and your life, and not just mindlessly scrolling on a phone.
Yeah.
And for example, the update on maybe a year ago on all Apple products, now you have the screen time thing where it tells you how much time you're spending on your phone on each individual app. That was an idea from the Center for Humane Technology that Apple incorporated in its products.
Yeah.
So, very cool stuff they're doing.
Very cool stuff. And just to make it clear that, of course, this documentary was made to make us understand what's happening with the world and all the things that we are watching and hearing around the news and the fake news and etc. etc. And they only talk about the bad stuff, right? What it needs to be changed. They are not what?
Yeah, I mean, I think the film is focused on the bad stuff, but I think they do a good job in saying,
Então,
hey, we are
eu
technologists.
tava tentando falar isso.
Ah, tá bom.
Go ahead, because I won't be able to say this in English either way.
Okay, they do talk mainly about the problems with the technologies we're talking about and the attention economy. But these are all tech people. They are technologists. And I think they do a pretty good job in the movie of talking about, like, hey, we don't hate technology. We invented this stuff. We love it. It's great for the world. But we kind of messed up.
Yeah. And what none of these big industries want to deal with that is because they have all the information that they want from us, like the population of the world. And it's very, very confusing. I mean, when my dad finished watching it, he was like, Alexia, it's not that I am a very important person, not at all. But I mean, that's why Google only shows me what I am used to read and not what you are used to read. And I am, that now you get it. Now you understand what Foster and we've been talking about it.
Exactly. So I think the film does a really good job addressing two different issues. One on a more personal level, like how your phone can lead to a lot of distractions and things like that. And then another issue on a more societal level about how these things really affect us on a global scale. And I think we can have another podcast talking about each of those problems. But I hope today at least convinces you to maybe consider watching The Social Dilemma, because I think it's really important.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very easy to watch. It's not a no documentary that you're gonna have to rewatch it to understand what they are talking about. It's the opposite. It's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, same stuff I've been saying for years, but
Stop
definitely
it,
check
Foster.
it out.
It's very nice.
I'm just kidding. Watch the documentary, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Bye. Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Necrorádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenecro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesdenecro.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.